We are recording. Good, clean family fun.
The cleanest family fun. How are you guys doing with your socks and your shoes on?
Pretty good, yeah.
Ben does currently he has one sock on.
There's probably one more hunter sleeve available if you want.
No, it's fine. I've committed now.
Okay.
We've started. It's okay.
For context, we're using a ragtag bunch of equipment for this podcast
Yeah.
because I've got a bubble in my throat again.
Yeah.
no.
It's all these fizzy drinks you have
Is
when
this
we do the
bad?
Having a
podcast.
Sprite.
So, we didn't have the right stands. We didn't have any pop shields for the microphones. So Ben has resorted to putting his sock on his microphone to stop his
Yeah.
peas from popping all over the place.
Exactly.
Whereas I found one of the two sleeves that Michael used when he was Hunter from Spyro.
Hey
dude.
guys, I'm Hunter.
I'm Steve-O.
Yeah, so I'm wearing one sock and
How's it feeling?
It feels all right. I'm just sort of cuddling it with my other socked foot.
And he's not even
Keep it
lying. He's
warm.
legitimately caressing his own foot.
I just did a dribble down my face with my water bottle.
I was wondering what that
Was that
face was.
intentional? Oh, your beard's gone. When did you shave
shit.
at mine?
I shaved at yours
Oh,
last
I
night
didn't even notice.
while you were
Oh
out.
my god.
It's strange because we have like a pair of sinks and a pair of like a couple's sink
Yeah,
situation
next to
and a
each
couple
other.
of mirrors, so we can both shave at the same time.
Yeah.
I didn't see him do that.
He's very sneaky.
Must have snuck off. Yeah.
I think you're a bit hasty to describe it as a beard, to be honest.
It's the most beardy you've ever been.
Well,
Well,
it was.
there were
It was
hairs.
just. It wasn't as intentional as like I didn't shave while I was on holiday, and I was on holiday for 10 days, so that's just what happened. It's
Right.
not that I thought, I'll grow it, but it was just like, I'll allow it, and then
Right.
That's how I slipped into the beard, because it was like near Christmas 2016, I believe, and my shaver broke. I thought, oh, well, great. It's Christmas soon. I'll just buy myself a new one with the money. And it got to the point where I had the money, and I bought the shaver. I thought, you know what? I quite like the facial hair. Now I've been forced to grow it. I'll just keep it.
oh,
And
what a
nice.
waste!
Never shaved it since.
I guess
Never
you
needed
still
a
use
shaver.
the shaver just to trim it, right? It wasn't a waste.
It was
of
like
shaver
it
money.
was one of those ones where like its purpose is to get rid of all hair. It
Oh,
can't be used as a
no.
trimmer. So I was like,
wow.
30 quid gone.
Did you sell it?
Damn.
No, I kept it.
Never used.
I promise.
Beard
Not on my
trims.
bits. I promise, please.
Never on my bits. My goodness.
Right, is that the moment when we run the intro
Oh,
music?
I suppose so. Well, actually, we got a piece of music we're going to play.
Oh shit! Yeah,
We're
I
gonna
know
play
this.
a little piece of music, and then we'll roll the intro music.
Wow, it's a long old intro.
I know it is a lot. Hopefully, people enjoy it. I hope. Anyway, this is from uninformed prick at
Bit
God,
rude.
That's awful on Twitter.
Could just use his name, but it's fine.
Well, I mean, I just cut right to the chase. Cut through the the soft cheese.
Some idiot
that gets in the way.
twat sent a thing in.
Yeah, this big moron
Fucking doofus.
wrote a nice song about Sparkles and Barbara Piss going
Yeah.
on an adventure just like this. And because it's a piece of music that we've been sent, I thought, well, Podiots is a nice place to put that.
Yeah.
And so here it is. Thank you for the music. The songs we're singing.
Well, we won't be able to sing along to it because
No, we won't.
Michael's never heard it before, and I've only heard it once.
What do you mean I've never heard it before?
This
the
n-
song. Oh, I thought you were talking about the ABBA song.
No.
Thank you for the music. The songs were...
Lady in whatever. Here's the song.
Two friends out together through thick and thin for one another. One is sparkly, the other nude. One's a gal, the other a dude. Sparkles and Barbara Fiss on an adventure just like this. Undead alive, the hollow ones. Get ready for some awful puns. Pistol went club down, sparking violence in a shiny gown. Sparkles and Barbara Fiss on an adventure just like this. Undead alive, the hollow ones. Get ready for some awful puns.
Da, 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 da.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to episode 16 of Podiots, the official podcast of the Vidiots. YouTube channel. Don't make an unofficial one. Just don't.
It'll be shit.
Will.
Wow, yeah, you can't quite come near this quality.
Nobody
can you?
can touch us with our ragtag
Socks.
bunch of instruments, fucking lighting rigs with a microphone strapped to it.
Yeah.
Joe Rogan,
sock.
but he doesn't have this shit.
Yeah.
bubbling in
Yeah,
his
fuck
throat.
you, Seth Rogen.
Yeah, fuck off, Red
Oh,
Sogan.
Joe Rogan, I meant.
Yes, you
Yeah.
did say Joe
Oh,
Rogan.
right, sorry, I
but
thought I
said-
slipped.
No.
Good joke. Sorry, that was a good joke, and I ruined it for you.
Knob off, Ronald Reagan. Who do you think you are?
I'm Ben.
I'm very gassy.
And I'm Peter.
Awesome. Thank you very much for listening to us here and joining us here today on Podiots. We're a conversational podcast. We have a nice chat and we obey the rules of the 3 Us, where everybody brings a thing along to talk about. So we take it in turns. We also got some questions from you guys as well that we sprinkle in there. First, it's time for admin.
Oh, no.
Admin time. Thank you to Turtle Beach for sponsoring this podcast. bit.ly/Vidiots
Beach.
if you want to get some lovely headphones like the ones what we are wearing on our head
I can
areas
hear
right now.
that ad so clearly.
Yes.
Should we do some ASMR for people who have the Turtle Beach out there? The Turtle Beach headset enhances ASMR to another degree.
I'll let you do it because that means I have to
you'd
get
be
very
doing it
close to
through a
my
sock.
sock.
Who's there? Don't you need like a binaural microphone?
Yeah, we do. It doesn't quite work on this.
No.
I'm sure it still sounds nice, though.
Binaural.
Binaural.
Glitch. It's cancelled.
Yeah, glitch. It's over.
So we did
Yeah.
a whole great big. Well, not. Well, that's
we did a
putting
few
putting it
bits.
mild. Well, putting it over the top, I suppose. Actually, we did promote Glitch earlier in the year. We said we're coming back to Newcastle, and then we did a tweet a little while back saying we're still coming back to Newcastle for Glitch, which was a gaming festival that was meant to be happening. We were going to be going with Hat Films and doing a panel and
Yeah, it was gonna be
meet
fun.
and greet, and it would have been great fun. But they pushed it once. And now it's been postponed indefinitely. In fact, we gave it a great deal of promotion on the last podcast, and it had to be edited out because we got word that actually it had been postponed. And those of you who are hoping to come and see us, we're very sorry. We have no idea what's going on.
It's out of our control.
It's totally out of our control.
Postpone
You
it
should have
once. Shame on you.
Yeah.
Postpone it twice.
We're not going to go.
You postpone it once, you can't get postponed again.
Yeah, Postponer 4, my favourite video game of all time. But hopefully they don't postpone it that many times. You should have been contacted by Glitch for refunds and that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Absolutely no idea what was going on, but apologies nonetheless if you wanted to see us there. Just follow us on social media and we'll tell you when we're going to things,
Yeah.
and hopefully
Yeah.
you can bump into us at
You
those.
will see us eventually.
At Vidiots Official. On Twitter.
On everything.
On everything.
On everything.
Everything.
On absolutely everything. Mikey,
What's up?
it's your birthday tomorrow.
Oh shit! It is. Oh look at that! I'm going to be really old.
How do you feel?
Just
Ancient.
the same as always. Just farty and excited.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The last few weeks
full of gas.
have been torturous because I made the transition to veganism and I was warned about the farts.
Yes.
I knew the transition to vegetarianism. It was the best week of my life there.
Right.
Like they were good farts. They were loud. They were proud.
Is that
but
when
they
it was
weren't
your
smelly.
like finals week?
Yeah, we were
Oh,
crunch
no.
time on the edit of a documentary where we spent 3 days together in the same house, non-stop, sleeping for like an hour or two a day. And I just couldn't stop farting.
Oh, God.
And it's happened again, but this time it's worse. They actually smell.
Imagine if you'd just gone straight from meat eating to veganism.
Fuck.
It would have just been brutal.
I've got like a nice easy transition into the stinks, but good God, I hope it ends soon. I get really embarrassed when I fart in my room or my flat. I'm scared my flatmates can hear me.
Oh no, that would be mortifying.
So yeah, 24 tomorrow, everybody.
Humiliation.
Still farting.
Incredible. Now, that means your birthday does fall on a post some tat day. But due to the nature of our recording schedule, with Tiny Peter joining us for a few days every couple of weeks.
Hello.
And also wanting to give maximum amount of time for Mikey's special gifts to arrive from you fine, lovely folks at home.
You're all wonderful people.
His birthday episode will be the following week. Just in case you're confused when that doesn't appear. It will be next week, so we can make sure that we can get as many or give as much of a chance for things to arrive as possible.
Yeah.
And also because otherwise Michael would have done a video where he opened like one thing,
presents.
and that would have been really sad.
On my own as well, away from everyone.
Because we record these so far in advance that we haven't given enough time for the postal system to work yet.
But thank you to everyone who has sent stuff so far.
Absolutely, yes. You're incredible. We also, I think Peter and I need to make a trip to Asda later to get a special cake for Michael as well.
Oh my goodness
Wait,
me.
what's-
I'm excited.
Okay.
Sorry, what?
Okay,
Hello?
cake, sorry.
No, hello, what?
Oh.
Right, would you guys like a question?
Question.
A question.
Yeah.
First up, this is Rhea, at Rhea_Rosina, or Rashina, I don't know which. Steps or S Club 7?
Oh, shit. I was going to be steps or escalators.
Well, let's answer that one first.
Escalators.
Escalators every day.
Because
right?
you can walk up the escalators if you want to.
Yeah.
I think escalators going up and steps going down. I know you can do the same thing on an escalator, but there's something really satisfying by going down on steps.
Yeah, I guess so.
I'm not good
so.
at going down steps fast because I have really wonky knees.
Oh.
And it hurts.
So
and they
knees.
also click a lot.
Got rickets.
I haven't quite got rickets, but it's like
Dropsy.
I've definitely got dropsy.
Dropsy of the knees.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I'm not fast at stair going. When I lived in London, I learned how to rapidly descend stairs for the underground, but it was uncontrolled and dangerous. And like I had to
down.
keep going. I couldn't really stop. I couldn't move from side to side either. It was a controlled fall. It was
Jesus
like how they
Christ.
destroy cooling towers.
Can we find some stairs and see this? Because I really do want to see this.
Yeah, I suppose so. But ever since, it's just sort of been a lolloping. I'll go at my own speed, thank you, kind of thing.
Yeah.
I haven't got
There's no-
upstairs fast enough, but down is tricky for me.
No need to rush in Bristol.
No.
God, he's already an old man.
I was born old. Also,
Yeah.
escalators, going down those, those are big chunky steps. Going down those fast is difficult.
Yeah.
You can only really walk down an escalator.
It always feels weird when the escalator is stopped, but you walk down it anyway.
It's so weird.
It feels kind of strange. Maybe it is the depth of the steps. It's like a bit further down each step than you would normally expect, and it just slightly throws you off.
The fact that every time you go on an escalator, it's moving as well. I think your brain just gets used to that, and
Yeah.
when it doesn't happen, it's like,
like,
whoa, why are we going?
so slowly? Yeah, I don't
Humans
know.
are stupid.
Humans are what big weird bags of fluids we are. Remember the animation or was it a university or a college designed or tried to teach an AI how to run or navigate
yeah.
from A to B, and it just like flails its arms around because that in its own by its own calculations is the most efficient way of getting
Yeah.
there, and it's just sort of this weird flailing mess of like dragging its arms behind.
You know
it.
that if it had a mouth, it would just be screaming constantly.
It does literally fling itself in a direction and just kind of counteract that.
That's me
and
going
counteract
downstairs.
that. Yeah,
That's me
it's just
going
a
downstairs.
series of reactions rather
Constantly
than
trying to
planned
balance.
movement.
It's
Yeah.
incredible. Anyway, the pop groups, the UK pop groups off of the 90s/early 2000s.
What did Steps do again?
Steps
Tragedy.
to- 5, 6, 7, 8.
Oh, that's a good one.
There is actually a step song that I really like, and I'm just trying to remember what it's. I'm just
Steps did a lot
googling
of
it
stuff.
now.
I mean, S Club 7, I do have some anecdotes because they did start. They started as a television show, right?
Yeah.
And then they actually just
Wait.
S Club 7 was a TV show. They didn't do it the other way around. That's what I thought at the
That's what I
time.
thought.
That's what I thought
What
at the
the
time.
fuck?
No, they started as a TV show, and then the music from the TV show
Wait,
was it
I
not
don't think
that
that's
way?
right.
Are you fucking kidding me?
I was told that as a youth, and I always just then held it as gospel because I thought it was the other way around.
I think you were lied to.
I may well have been.
I'm just going to Google S Club 7. Get the
Okay,
wiki
please
up.
do.
They had
Please do.
several TV shows.
There was S Club 8, one of which is now Fergie out of the Saturdays.
Oh my god, that's right. Yeah.
Are you
think-
sure it's not?
Are you sure about that?
It's not Fergie.
No.
It's Rochelle.
No. The one with the pointy hair.
Oh my god.
Maybe there were two of them.
I think you're just grossly misinformed
Oh,
on all
no.
things S Club.
I thought I was the biggest S Club fan. I actually am not an S Club fan
Fergie
at all.
out of the Saturdays.
Yeah.
I don't think there even is one called Fergie, is there?
What's her name?
Fergalicious.
I don't see a Fergie.
What's
There's
her
Frankie.
Frankie, that's the one.
I don't know if Frankie may have been from S Club, but certainly Rochelle was from S Club.
I'm fairly sure
reasonably
Frankie
sure.
was.
I'm
She was
sad
like-
to announce that S Club did not start as a TV show.
Oh, damn it.
They formed in like 97, 98, and the TV show was 99.
You are absolutely
fuck.
right. Frankie was a former member of S Club 8, but I'm just going to double check because I think Rochelle.
What is going on?
There we
here?
go.
The
See,
amount of
I've
information.
got some weird. Everything needs citation needed. Every part of this conversation from now on,
Yeah.
citation needed.
Yeah.
Okay,
So
because clearly I've just grown up with lies.
I was thrown off because you're right that Frankie was, but so was Rochelle.
Okay.
And I knew that she was because
I didn't know Rochelle was.
She also did. She used to present Smile on CBBC with
she?
Barney and Nev, the
really?
Saturday morning
Oh,
thing, and
fucking
that's
hell.
why I knew there was like a link there with CBBC because S Club 8 was kind of spawned from. Like a TV show, like a pop idol
Yeah,
TV show
yeah,
thing
yeah,
on
yeah.
CBBC.
Maybe that's why I'm getting confused in my
Maybe,
head.
So it's all kind of tied together. But yeah, that's that.
I just,
Oh,
Oh,
I
that was
just want to say
embarrassing.
S Club 7, Reach for the Stars.
Oh, that was
Nothing's going to beat that.
That was a tune.
Steps got nothing.
Climb
I
every
agree.
mountain high and reach for the stars.
I agree that I would have said, without hesitation, I would have said S Club 7 until very recently. I discovered the song Stomp by Steps.
Right.
I think that's a pretty good song.
Can you
It's a
play
sort
it
of,
for us?
well, not legally, no.
Well, who's going to stop us?
Steps.
They're broken up.
Are they?
Yeah. I'm
Well,
fairly
they
sure.
sometimes come back and then they don't
Sometimes.
do. They get a little wave of, oh, Steps are back, and then they go away again.
when they next awaken from their slumber, like some sort of doomsday predicted
they'll be
thing, then
taking
they'll
down
come and
this
get
episode.
us. But I don't think that'll happen.
No, my answer remains S Club, but just not as strongly as it once was, because I think Stomp is a pretty good song.
Okay.
Just saying that.
What's the Rachel Stevens?
Yeah.
Rachel Stevens is in S Club.
Yes.
She had a brief solo career.
Yeah, very brief.
LAX. Sweet
LAX.
Dreams, my LAX.
LAX.
Awful.
Yeah.
I've met her.
Have you?
Yes, because she volunteered under her real name, which I can't remember, at a local summer sort of activity day thing
Yeah.
that was at a farm near me called Gubbins Farm.
That sounds like the most made-up story in the
And
world.
Rachel Stevens worked there. and
Rachel
I don't know
Stevens at
why.
Gubbins Farm.
And I had her autograph on the fridge for like 5 years.
Nice.
I have two things to say about this.
Go on.
Number one, she was the one that, in my experience, all the boys that I knew fancied her more than the others, except me.
Who did you fancy? Did you fancy the racist one, which was my next point I was getting
Which
onto?
one's the racist one?
Joe.
I mean, God, yeah, she was racist on Big Brother, wasn't she?
Yeah,
No.
she was fucking awful.
No, not
yeah.
Joe. I quite liked Hannah, who ended up in that CG
Car crash.
that car crash TV show.
That's another piece of S Club lore I'm making up.
No,
God.
she ended up in a TV show called Primeval.
I remember
shit,
that.
yeah.
Oh, shit,
It
that-
wasn't actually a car crash show. It was like
was a bit-
reasonable. It was okay.
It's just a bit.
The other thing I want to say before you get onto about how Joe was racist.
Yeah.
This question's undone quite a lot, hasn't it?
Yeah, it has. What you're talking about, Rachel Stevens?
Yeah,
she
yeah.
volunteered to go to a children's farm called Gubbins Farm.
Yeah.
What she also did, relating to children, was go on Dick and Dom. And then before the end, before the final Creamy Muck Muck challenge,
Of course.
she said she wasn't going to go back on. So they were running they used to run cartoons.
Yeah.
And while that happened, she sort of walked off and wouldn't come back on because she
Oh.
didn't want to get
Mucked.
Creamy Muck Muck
What the fuck?
in her hair.
That's the whole point of Dick and Dom.
And they referenced it several times in later series about how she was the only celebrity who ever came on and was like,
Not
no,
getting
I don't
mucked."
want to get Creamy Muck Muck in my hair.
Oh my
So-
god, that's amazing. I didn't know
Oh, no.
that. What the fuck? That's so sad though. Like, imagine having the chance to go on there
Yeah.
and just saying no, declining Dick and Dom's muck.
Yeah.
It's
I
just a
know.
disgrace.
You know what you're getting yourself in for. Anyway,
Yeah.
Shil Pachetti and Jade Goody and Joe, whatever her surname
Oh,
was.
Joe-
that
Joe-
season of Big Brother.
Joe
That was quite
O'Meara.
a famous one, wasn't it?
Joe
O'Meara.
O'Meara.
That was the height of Big Brother as well. That was like when it
Yeah.
was kind of watchable.
so
Yeah.
controversial because they just kind of let it carry on for quite a long time.
She launched a solo career after the group split in 2003, which was cut short following an appearance on Celebrity Big Brother.
I think someone in the
Paul
news Big Brother,
Cattermole
someone
sold
said,
his BAFTA as well.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah,
you
he
fucking
did.
His Brit
kidding me?
Award. His Brit Award.
Yeah, because he tried to sell it and then
He got a lot for it.
how much did they fetch then?
I'll
There was
have a
like
look now.
He tried to sell it, and I think the first time he did it, there was like a problem with the auction. I think because it got loads of publicity, and I
yeah.
think something happened where it was like, oh no, this has gone really wrong. But then, like a week or so later, he listed it again, and I think it sold.
Yeah,
God.
he got a fair bit for it. Really, see, that's why Steps is like just, you know, there's no drama with Steps.
It's just
Do you have an
what's
exact-
H's current hairstyle. That's what's
God,
going
That's all that
on.
matters. Do you have an exact number? Because I wouldn't sell it for less
I'm
than
going
5
through it
digits.
now. Following an unsuccessful eBay auction where the winner, an overseas fan, failed to pay the £66,000 Paul is attempting to sell it again.
Oh, he never got round to selling it
this
again.
this may be from a while ago.
Oh, right, yeah.
I'm just trying to find out for you guys.
I feel like at least 10k, I think, for a Brit Award.
Because it was this year that he tried to sell it.
Was it? Oh my
yeah,
god,
I
it's
think we
recent.
were talking
I
about
do have
it.
the figure 12,000 in my head. I don't know if that was like the starting amount or like what he thought he would get for it or something.
Because that's the thing, you've won the Brit Awards.
Yeah.
The statue's just kind of like a symbolic thing.
Yeah, you can always
don't
just
need
say, I won a Brit.
And then
Looks
sold it
like-
on eBay.
Looks like it was about 60 grand.
Fuck me, I'd sell my Brit Award for that.
My
Yeah.
God, yeah, me too.
Who's buying a Brit Award?
Well,
no
someone
idea.
overseas who can't pay for it, apparently.
Well, thank you for that
Fucking hell.
question. That was an ordeal, wasn't it?
God, what a mine
Um,
of information and anecdotes.
One other question, very quickly, before we move on.
Yeah.
This is from L382 at _L382, and they would like to know, where is Dave? Because I think it might have been a little while since we had Dave, perhaps.
I think if we say his name loud enough, he might come.
Dave.
Dave.
Dave, you there?
Dave.
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 I'm thirsty, Dave.
Dave, come on.
Dave.
Oh, there's a lovely bag of tucks in here. I might just tuck
Dave,
in.
tuck.
yeah, let's tuck in to
Tux,
some...
Dave. Dave?
What's his favourite one? Just the plain, like, salty one.
I think he's a fan of a plain tuck. Bit of cheese.
Yeah.
Heaven.
God, I
Delicious.
don't understand the salt one. It's like...
I love salty things, though.
Really?
I like salty things in general, but I think salty tucks are just a weird...
Have you had it with cheese? They're like Ritz crackers. They're delicious.
I
Has
don't
the
think I
cheese
have
on it?
ever actually had it with cheese. It might be really good with cheese.
There you
It's
go.
really good with cheese.
I do like
Okay.
the texture of tucks. They've got a good
Yeah, the
tuck
texture's
texture.
good.
Yeah.
Very good
Because
texture.
they're
Top-
almost
top-
hollow,
top
aren't
drawer.
they? It's like...
It's very light and kind of crumbly.
Yeah.
but-
Almost like it's good for you. Almost like you could eat a whole packet and you'd be fine.
Yeah, and you would actually get even
Oh,
more
for
healthy.
fuck's sake.
He heard us talking about tucks.
He's here. He's arrived. Dave.
Hey, Dave.
Hey, fellas.
Coming
How's it
nice,
going?
coming nice and close.
Someone was
fellas.
asking after you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, wanting to know where you are.
Yeah, how you been?
Where have I been, lads?
Where have you
Nice.
been?
How have you been? Or where have you been?
Where have you been?
I've been here. Where have you been?
We've-
I'm looking at Peter.
Yeah, I've been in France. Just hanging out with Leo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, what's Leo saying? Is he talking? Is he asked for us?
I didn't understand a word he was saying. It was all just in French.
Oh, why
Yeah.
did you go if you weren't going to be able to speak to him?
Well, you know, I've been around the world, don't speak the language, but his booty don't need explaining.
That's true.
He's a
Talk
sexy
dirty
man.
to me.
Yeah.
Da-da-da,
Have we mentioned Leo before on the podcast?
I don't think we have, actually, have we?
Leo was a man we met when we went to Paris for the What's Next. What was the publisher called?
Defocus.
The
Focus
Focus.
Interactive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Focus Interactive thing in Paris. Well, just after we'd started Vidiots, pretty much. And Leo was there.
Yeah.
Lovely Frenchman.
And so was Dave.
He now works for
How's
Fourth
Dave?
Floor alongside Dave.
We poached him, and now we've got a Frenchman.
And he
sometimes
lives
in the office.
in a French city that I recently visited.
Bordeaux.
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 Did you get any cannelé while you were there?
Any what?
Cannelé. What?
Any what? I don't know what that is.
So it's like a desserty style pastry thing.
Oh, is that
Oh.
that weird, like,
Yeah.
it looks like a cartoon jelly, but it's like, that stuff is really
it's
good.
Like a part of their culture.
It's,
Oh,
it's
really?
a
I saw
delicacy.
some
in
weird
Bordeaux.
jelly-looking things inside
Yeah.
bakery windows.
Yeah,
Or like,
yeah. That's
yeah.
them.
Oh, right. No, I didn't get any.
Leo brought a box of them over last time. Did you miss out?
Really nice, like soaked in
good.
rum or something.
Oh, they were
Yeah.
weird.
Oh, they are nice.
Really?
Though. I like them.
Not
I had
like
a
it.
pen pal in Bordeaux when I was growing up, so I went there quite a lot. And
What was his name?
Strangely, and I've already spoken to Leo about this, he was called Leopold.
What?
Yeah.
It may have been Leo.
It may have been Leo.
Did he have like sexy handwriting?
He did have very sexy
Oh, well, it was
handwriting.
Leo then.
My Leopold has lost his hair, though, and Leo has a mane, doesn't he?
Do you still talk to him?
No.
How'd
It's
you know
just
he's
one of
lost
those
his hair?
Facebook
How can you just let
relationships.
some of
Oh,
that
okay.
fizzle out?
Huh?
Yeah.
Well, you know, he like murdered 3 of my animals, and then I never saw him again. He just fled the country.
Inmates need pen pals too.
Yeah,
Right.
That's true. It's like there's women who start writing to people on
Yeah.
death row just because it's like a charity thing, and then they fall in love with them and get married. That happens
my
like
God.
that's happened on more than one occasion.
And they get to have death row sex.
Yeah.
What's that? Have you
that
seen
sounds
that
hot.
show on Netflix where the guy goes to prison for something he didn't commit, and he had all these women writing into him saying like, "Oh, it's so sexy that you're on death row and all."
Oh my god.
Wow,
Yeah.
it must
What
be
a
a
weird
legitimate fetish of some.
Someone put me on death row, please.
Yeah.
Dave, you got some tat posted to you
I
recently,
got
right?
some tat, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. You've had the tux.
I've had the tux. They lasted about 10 minutes.
Well, you
We
shared them
fucking-
with the office. That was a
Yeah.
bad mistake.
That was a real mistake,
Yeah,
a
well,
rookie
it's
move.
not like. I mean, I'll take the credit for eating most of the packet. Not
Yeah.
many people.
Oh, yeah.
They're like, "What? You're just eating tux plain?" I'm like, "Fucking damn right I am."
Yeah.
Actually, plain tucks are good. Plain bread, plain everything. Plain is good.
Yeah. And then you got
Airplanes.
sent a can of drink, didn't you?
A beer, yeah.
A beer. Was it
so
nice?
So I'm doing. I think I told you sober September.
Oh, yeah, you are.
Yeah. So I actually recommend it.
How's it been? Yeah.
Yeah. For all you alcos out there.
Yeah.
It's worth giving your body a little break for
rest, yeah.
a month. It can be tough, but no, yeah, I'm looking forward to. So Monday we're gonna crack open these beers and
Royally
Nice.
fucked up.
Yeah,
Maybe for the next
I'm doing
podcast.
Alktober, where I just drink twice as much booze
Good
as
stuff.
what
Yeah.
I'm normally supposed to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, no, delighted with that. I'm basically a part of the Vidiots now.
Yeah. You
are,
know,
yeah.
I'm in the comments. I'm getting some tat.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
that's
get
it.
all the
Yeah.
benefits. Yeah.
All the benefits without having to do any of the work, to be honest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Living the dream.
What do you even do here?
Yeah.
Hey, look, it's hard work being me, guys. Believe it or not, it's
Yeah.
it's tough. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, come on, look at me.
I know,
Face
it must
face for the radio /
Right.
podcast.
Yeah.
right.
You
Perfect.
do have a voice for everything, though. You do have the most beautiful voice I've ever heard, Dave.
No, not at all. You
You've
guys
got
are
lovely
making
teeth
me
as well,
blush.
Dave.
Oh my god.
Oh my god! Look at the the skin as well.
It's
He's
just
got
glowing. He's
skin.
simply radiant.
Yeah.
He's got a
Stop
nose
it.
too.
His hair's always on
I'm
point.
here to do a job and one job only, and it's not to fucking talk to you guys.
Alright.
What is
It's
Oh.
to grab your guys some drinks.
Yes,
What can I get?
yes, Dave.
Yes. I will have a hot Dr. Pepper, please.
Come on.
Okay.
I will have a pizza blended into a smoothie, then fed to some sort of pizza gremlin that you've created in a
That's
in a
me.
lab,
That's
right?
me, yeah.
And then
You milk it.
blend that up.
Oh, no.
And then
Jesus.
feed it to another one, and then I'll just bring that gremlin in here, and I'll have it as a pet.
Okay.
Okay, that's not too complicated.
beer.
Just a glass of tap water, please.
Oh.
Would be-
We've no tap water.
Oh, no. That's,
Always
well,
ask
I'll
for
have
the
the gremlin
weirdest
juice
shit,
as well, then,
Peter.
in that case.
Have the run off.
Yeah.
What? Ben, put your fucking socks on.
No, stop looking at my
fuck?
feet, man.
See, in a
What?
different episode, that would have sounded like one of Dave's things. Stop clenching your fists. But
Yeah.
he does actually have his socks off.
yeah, with what the socks on here?
It's a pop shield.
Oh,
Because we're missing
Yeah.
the
Look
pop
at
shield.
Peter's. He's got a sexy
Stinking.
cheetah
Looks
print
like a
going
little
on.
Tongue up there.
Yeah.
Nice.
Little
How
Tarzan
come you
thing.
took yours off?
I just thought I want just
to play with it.
in case it got in the way of your beautiful voice. Don't want anything hindering that beautiful.
Michael's
Irish
playing with
man.
his fluffy
There we
sock
go.
that covers up
Right.
his microphone.
Well, thanks very
Right,
much,
cheers,
Dave.
Dave. Thank you for coming.
Boys.
Thanks, Dave.
Pleasure.
Thanks
Yeah.
for letting them know where you are and that you're okay. See you, bud.
The fans have been
Bye.
worried.
Sock back on.
He's dressed like a member of like a dance troupe that would do river dance, isn't he, today?
He is all black.
A
yeah.
black top and a
Yeah.
black tight-fitting top and black jeans. It
And
looks
just-
like he's ready to just burst out into dance at any moment.
That's such a sexy accent.
Guess who? Halfway through that exchange, realised their microphone was on the wrong setting.
Right, I did think it was kind of quiet for a bit.
Yeah.
Is it going to be an issue?
It's just, it means it's been picking up audio from this side as well.
Oh, great. So we're going to sound great, Peter, you and I.
Oh, okay.
It'll be all right. You're a loud
So,
boy.
like, now
We'll be
I-
okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Right.
Who wants to do their thing?
I'll go first.
Go on then, Peter. What have you got?
Well, I would like to take you back into the wonderful world of Wikipedia.
Oh, here we go.
here we
But
go.
it's actually a fan-submitted edition.
Oh,
What?
shit.
This comes from Andy CT on Twitter
Yeah.
at SuperAndyT83.
A
Okay,
real-life superhero
yeah.
submitting
On Twitter.
weird Wikipedia.
Yeah, that's a good username.
Wikipedia.org/various bits of URL
Yeah.
/fan death.
Oh, of course.
That's what I hope happens to you at home.
Whoa, fan death.
Yeah, no. Fan death is a well-known superstition in Korean culture. Do you know this, Michael?
Yeah, yeah.
Where it is thought that running an electric fan in a closed room with no open windows will prove fatal.
What?
Despite no concrete evidence to support the concept, belief in fan death persists to this day in Korea.
I think my old Korean flatmate used to believe in it as well.
Really?
It's like it's not just a made-up thing. It's a genuine thing.
Now, there's a conspiracy theory that the South Korean government created / perpetuated the myth to curb the energy consumption in the country.
Oh.
To stop people having their fans on at night.
You see, that's quite nice, because Korea invents a fake myth about fans to save electricity. America creates crack cocaine and AIDS.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
true. They
good
did
job,
create
America.
AIDS, didn't they?
They did invent... I think they actually did invent crack. Or they, spread it out there. Probably not AIDS, though.
Good
Right.
job, America. You did AIDS.
When full conspiracy... They
AIDS
turned
was-
the frogs gay!
It was. Yeah,
do we have any more information? Because so far all we've got is that leaving a fan on will be fatal. Do we
yeah
know
we
how?
have proposed causes.
Okay.
So, hypothermia,
That's stupid.
It's an abnormally low body temperature, as you well know, caused by
As I
inadequate
well know, having suffered with hypothermia.
inadequate thermoregulation.
Yeah.
As the metabolism slows down at night, one becomes more sensitive to temperature, and thus supposedly more prone to hypothermia. So if you leave your fan on and it'll lower the temperature of the room, you will get hypothermia and die.
I don't think a fan lowers the temperature of a room, does it? It just moves the air around. You get
Well,
a
by
breeze.
extension, it can. If it's a really good fan, it can like.
It's a
cool.
really good
Yeah.
fan. Yeah, if you're in a fucking meat locker.
Well, what I mean
Why
is,
did I die? I don't get it.
I mean, the fans that we have in the UK generally are just shitty desk fans that do just push air around the room.
Yeah.
But you
Right.
can get like really powerful fans that create enough of a gust that it's actually like, fucking hell, it's a bit cold.
Why would you sleep? Okay, all right, fine.
It gets hot and it's really horrible in Korea in summer. It's
Okay, fair
humid as fuck.
Fair enough.
Alternatively, hypothermia, which is heat stress. That's a different proposed.
Wow, hypothermia.
Yeah. So they think that the air movement will increase sweat evaporation, which cools the body. But in extreme heat, when the blown air is warmer than the body's temperature, it will increase the heat stress placed on the body, potentially speeding the onset of heat exhaustion and other detrimental conditions.
Oh my God, I didn't realise that was a thing.
This sounds insane.
Well, neither of these are true. I mean, they're,
I know,
they're
it's
things.
not, they're just not the cause of fan death.
It gets weirder.
oh, okay.
You could die from having a fan in your room because of asphyxiation.
Oh, God.
It is alleged that fans may cause asphyxiation by oxygen displacement and carbon dioxide intoxication. Essentially, as you're lying there inhaling oxygen and breathing out carbon dioxide, it is going to push away oxygen in the room because there's less of it in the room and leave you surrounded by a bubble of pure CO2.
That's dumb.
Well, it could happen.
Yeah. Their internet's so good. Why didn't they just Google it?
At 300 megabits a second, have that result in a fraction of a second.
Is
Now-
this true? No. Oh, well, that's fine then.
It might sound like a bit of a conspiracy theory to be like, oh, the government are perpetuating the myth because they want us to not use as much energy. But actually, during the summer of 2011, I think, South Korean news sources. Actually, it says during the summer, any and every year, they regularly report alleged cases of fan death.
Wow.
But in 2011, an edition of the Korea Herald reported that a man died on Monday morning after sleeping with an electric fan running. The 59-year-old victim, only known by his surname Min, was found dead with the fan fixed directly at him.
Oh my God, the
Okay.
fan killed him.
What?
That'd be a good way to murder someone in Korea.
He had a front door. It must have been the door.
Yeah, he had a ceiling.
Get rid of your doors.
Oh my God! If you have two legs, you're going to die.
No, what?
No, but that's just some stupid news outlet, right? That's not the government perpetuating the myth. Or is it?
What?
How about the Korea Consumer Protection Board, KCPB, which is a South Korean government-funded public agency,
God.
issued a consumer safety alert in 2006 warning that asphyxiation from electric fans and air conditioners was among South Korea's 5 most common summer accidents or injuries, according to data that they collected.
Is this just people dying in the summer and they had the fan on when they died? Like just dying of natural causes in the sleep?
Is this why South Korea has like such a low murder rate? It's because it's the fucking fans again. The fans. We've got such
We
a
found
nice
a
place to
man.
live. No one's ever convicted because it's the fucking fans
We
all
found
the
a man
time.
in an alleyway he had like 12 bullet holes in his head, but there was a
there was
fan.
a discarded fan just in a shop 3 blocks away.
Yeah.
God.
And they specifically went on to say that it could cause death by hypothermia and an increase of carbon dioxide saturation in the room. And that's from an official government body.
That's from an official bullshit government body.
Well,
That's
it
what
is, but it's
Take that, Korea.
It's happening in Korea.
That's
if you're Korean
weird.
and you're listening,
we do actually have someone
We do.
listen who works in Korea.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, we do.
Yeah, if you're
well,
listening.
If you're listening,
Are you dead yet?
let us know if you've heard of fan death. Let us know if you believe in fan death or whether you specifically don't have your fan on at night now. Stay safe out there.
Stay safe out there with your fans. They're always watching. How do you think people react to other people who don't believe in it and have their fans on? Like, if you were to visit someone who had a fan on and was
God,
going
what
to
you
die,
doing?
they go, no, you need to turn that off. I'm not going to turn that off, or I'm not sleeping in this house
Yeah.
while you've got
Open
a fan
a
on in
window.
here. Like, is it like that? Is it because that sounds like some sort of like almost a mental disorder at that point.
But it's
Like,
got to be scary. Like,
Well, it's a bit like that India thing when people think they're giving birth to puppies through their urethra.
yeah.
You know?
And I suppose the witch doctor here is the government agency.
Yeah.
but when it's really hot, like it's so hot you're uncomfortable. You're thinking, I'd rather be hot and sweaty than potentially die. I think I'd rather take the potential for death than be
Yeah.
horrible, hot and sweaty when I'm
In
trying
fact,
to sleep.
I'd rather die than be hot.
Exactly.
There we go. Peter Austin, 2018.
Yeah.
Kill me. Don't let me sweat.
Well, there you go.
Anything, Peter.
That was weird, wasn't it?
That was weird. I don't think that's right.
That's a bit weird. So that was from whatever his name was, Andy something,
Super Andy, CT.
Andy CT.
Super ant.
Weird kid. Andy.
And,
It's getting more and more complicated. Andy CT, Super Andy T83. Thank you very much. If you have
Thank
something
you.
you want me to talk about on Wikipedia, you can tweet it at me if you like, but not too much because that's a bit annoying.
Yeah. Also, while we're talking about being tweeted things that are annoying, we know that Dave Benson Phillips did a wrestling match. Thank you.
What? Dave Benson Phillips did a wrestling match?
Thank you. You
keep
can stop
sending it
telling
to
us now.
us.
Also,
Thank you.
we've seen
The
that tweet
picture.
from 2011 with Billy Ray Cyrus
Ray.
sat there saying "much to think about." We've seen it.
Yeah.
we're aware.
We
It's
know
been
that
doing the
photo.
rounds
But
recently.
But did you know
thank you.
Dave Benson Phillips was a wrestler?
I did. I'm so aware.
Are you,
you
Ben
know-
from what culture?
Yes, I am.
Have you left what culture?
Yes, I have.
Did you know that Billy Ray has much to think about?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
Yeah.
I really want to know how many times we've been tweeted about the Dave Benson Phillips wrestling
It's
thing.
got to be almost triple figures now.
Yeah.
It's a lot. We
Thank
get
you,
it
everyone,
almost
for
every
letting
day.
us know.
Yeah, thank you. But
But it's time to
PSA, we know.
Do
We-
get in
we
touch
did
if Neil Buchanan starts wrestling or Mr.
Yeah.
Blobby. But
Yeah, but just once.
Let
we
us know
about
if you've
Dave.
seen his band, Marseille.
Oh.
If you've seen
Is that what
Neil
they're called?
I think it's called Marseille.
Marseille.
Yeah,
Nice.
like the French city.
Oh, cute.
After Neil Buchanan's band. If you've seen it, I don't know why you would. Just yell, "This is an art attack.
This is an art attack."
Until he just gets loads of salt shakers out and makes an art on the floor.
He does a big Neil Bukaki all over the floor.
Oh, he makes a big boo cake for everyone to share.
yeah.
Thanks.
Right, next question. This is from, speaking of DBP, and Neil Buchanan.
Oh.
Max Springer. At Max_Springer2. Thank you, Max. Shag, marry, kill. Neil Buchanan, Dave Benson Phillips, Noel Edmonds.
Fuck.
So Noel Edmonds, of course.
Kill.
You think?
Yeah.
Well, he's a bit mental at the moment, but he was Mr. Blobby, which is, a very exciting thing.
Wait, was he Mr. Blobby?
I don't
At
think
various times he was.
sometimes he was, but
Okay,
he
he's not
often
the real Mr. Blobby.
I've
starred
shown you those
alongside.
clips, right? I had
Yeah.
a VHS. I had an unmarked VHS
Mr. Blobby
in the
Unleashed.
drawer at my parents', which was like the weirdest Mr. Blobby tape I've ever seen because it had swearing in that was
Yeah.
bleeped, but it was like loads of bloopers and outtakes from UK children's TV show Mr. Blobby, and he was like falling over, and his head was like hinging backwards, like the
Yeah.
helmet hinged backwards, and there was
Showing the man.
Noel Edmonds, and he was just going Blobby, 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 and like the footballer he was with that was showing him how to kick a ball was like pissing himself
Oh, and he
laughing.
fell over the goal and broke it.
Yeah, the goal kept falling on his head. He kept yelling "fuck" as this,
Yeah.
and this was the weirdest tape I've ever seen.
You showed us this, and I'm picturing it so vividly.
It's on YouTube.
Yeah.
It is on YouTube. It's like I
throw it in
can't
the
remember.
link dump.
It might be Andy Cole. I can't remember who he was with. He's
Ashley
playing
Cole.
football.
Yeah.
And he just keeps falling over and knocking over the goal, and like his head comes off, and he's clearly got a voice modulator in the suit.
Yeah, like
'Cause
Darth
as it-
Vader.
Yeah, exactly. Because as it flipped back, it was going blobby, 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 blobby. Anyway, that's Noel Edmonds, but he's dead now in this hypothetical
Because
scenario.
he's annoyed at Lloyd's Bank right now. That's his current
Yeah,
thing.
that was the weird. Right, so talk to me about this. Remind me what this weird shit is.
I think essentially, okay, so I
Yeah.
can't give all the details because there is a lot to take. He's been doing this for many years now.
Yeah.
But essentially, Noel Edmonds is seeking to sue Lloyd's Bank. He blames them for the collapse of his entertainment company. I assume there was a loan or something involved, or
Right.
Yeah.
something to do with money. But he is suing them for £60 million.
Yeah.
For the
Oh.
that was
Is
a
that
notification. Noel's, you can hear us talk. Noel, I'm sorry. Look, we'll
Not
talk
right
later,
now.
right?
Not right now. Blobby, blobby, blobby.
Yeah, essentially, yeah, Noel Edmonds has gone a bit off the deep end, and all he tweets and talks about on TV now is, Lloyds are greedy, robbing bastards. I want
Wow.
to fuck them up. I want to see them for all they've got.
Would he not have made like an absolute mint off Deal or No Deal? because he's in every pub on a slot machine.
Oh my
Yeah,
god,
he
yeah,
is.
the likeness
Everywhere
of
you
Noel
go.
Edmonds.
Yeah, and wasn't that filmed not too far from here?
Oh yeah, I think
Dear
so.
Lord, no dear. Wasn't it at the Bottle Yard or whatever it's
Oh,
called?
maybe actually,
Bottle
yeah.
Bank.
It is a bit weird though what he's going through. It's a bit like, have you seen when David Icke just lost the plot and he went
David
on?
Icke's gone full conspiracy theorist.
Well, he did years ago.
Yeah.
He used to just do a sports section on like a BBC or ITV news thing.
Yeah.
And then he suddenly just kind of woke up one day and thought that like he had all this knowledge about like the end of the world and
his main thing's lizard
no.
people, isn't it?
now he does lizard people and all kinds of things. But he did this interview on Wogan at the time.
Oh my God.
And kind of just got laughed at.
Poor.
And
poor
it's
Wogan.
really uncomfortable to watch. And then this is what Noel is doing now. Noel Edmonds is. I saw a thing on Newsnight where he was just the reporter was just kind of saying, "Yeah, you're kind of insane, aren't you?" And he was like,
I'm not insane. I'm just doing what's right. It's all owed me £60 million.
"It's a bit weird. I'm sure it's right."
Yeah.
Oh, okay, so we're killing off.
Yeah, Noel's
We're gonna
Yeah,
go
put him
Noel's
out of his
gone.
misery. I
I
think.
think
it's the kind thing to
it's
do.
difficult because I am reluctant to shag Dave Benson Phillips unless it was on his list of things he wanted in exchange for hosting my child's birthday party.
Dave does shows for sex.
But I think it's a clear choice that we would all marry Neil because
Everyone
not
would
only is
marry
he
Neil.
lovely, but he's got a fucking fortune. He can afford to tour. He can afford to tour with his shite band for the
Whereas
rest of his life.
Dave has to work for Nando's, and Noel is £60 million in
Not
the hole.
even, but let's clarify. Dave isn't working for Nando's, the company. As
No.
in, he will work in exchange for
a chicken
Nando's,
meal.
the
A
bowl
food.
of chips.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Neil
Which is
Buchanan,
way worse.
Neil's got everything going for. I bet he's a really good dad as well.
That's what I was thinking as well.
Yeah.
He seems like he'd be good to have in the house. Like he'd
Really
be very handy.
tactile, exactly.
The place would look really nice. You have salt over the floor all
Although,
times. No
yeah,
slugs
there would
entering
be
the
shit
house.
everywhere.
Yeah.
No slugs, but there would be shit everywhere.
Just big pictures of himself on the floor.
Every drawer would be a junk drawer. He'd have
Yeah.
wardrobes that would just be full of like reams and reams of coloured fabrics
Yeah.
for his big art attacks.
And everything you do, you would go, look at that. That's what he used to say. Look at that.
This is the control splat.
And
Yeah.
you grow all together, and you're lying in bed one day in your 80s, and just Neil turns to you, slightly strained on his face, and he goes, "This is a heart attack."
Yeah, and
he
that's it.
passes
And you're
away.
like, Neil, no.
Neil,
Not
please.
like this. And then the laughing head in the corner just goes,
You've got that now.
did you hear him? He said heart attack.
Well, it's like shared custody.
Oh,
yeah.
yes. And it's like,
Oh.
do we have to keep that in the room, Neil? This is the control splat.
Try
Neil,
it yourself.
No, stop
Try
it.
it yourself. Look at that.
Liverpool.
Silly feet.
The cartoon creator.
Do you mind if the band come over to
This-
practice after work?
No, Neil, they're awful. This is my desk. It's all your desk, Neil. I haven't got any of my stuff here, Neil.
Oh, I did one myself as well. Ed, go to sleep, Ed, please.
Is it like a parrot where they have to put a sheet over it so it thinks
literally.
the world is gone?
Send us yours. Shut up, Ed.
Shut up! It's 4 in the morning.
This is my favourite parallel universe we've invented.
Yeah.
Fuck.
In bed with Neil.
Oh, that would be the name of his late night show. Silly feet.
I'd marry him.
I would.
Yeah, marry the shit. I'm glad we're all on the same
He's
page
a
there.
wealthy boy.
Universally, we all went for the same options.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I like how we also just sort of glazed right past the having sex with Dave Benson Phillips because that's not something I want to think about too much. Get your own back! 150 points! Shut up, Dave! It's not a competition!
The
Dunk. Oh, Dave.
been slimed!
Oh, God.
Where would you start with Dave Benson Phillips? Would he be a passionate lover? Would he be like a quick...
I would try and get it over as quick as possible.
Sorry,
Yeah.
Dave, if you're listening.
Although, well, I mean, his fans will and they'll be accused of bullying him again.
Yeah.
I mean, at what point does it become bullying? Because by accusing us of bullying him, it's kind of made us fixated on mentioning him whenever we can.
Yeah, it's difficult.
Now we're bullying
Now,
him.
I think it's now we're bullying this nice man.
He's a nice man.
Yeah.
And he sent us
We've
a
got-
signed picture
for
of him.
free. He didn't even. I don't know if we've spoken about this. The one that we got in Post Some Tat that was signed.
The signed picture of Dave
Apparently,
Benson Phillips.
the person who bought it didn't get charged, so it was free.
Which is so Dave Benson Phillips.
Oh, it's very Dave. It's very Dave.
fuck.
Peak Dave. Okay, fantastic.
God,
That's,
I'm in pain.
That's
Yeah.
how long have we been going for?
A while.
That's about 40 minutes.
Oh, awesome. Okay, well, I'll do my thing now,
Oh, yeah,
if
shit.
that's all right.
Yeah.
Do it.
Furries. What
Oh.
are
Oh,
they?
for fuck's sake. You and furries, will you shut up about them?
So, we heard from Jenny Denham,
Yeah.
who I
Denham,
believe may
Denny
have-
Jenkins.
Denny Jenkins who may have done a post some tat actually, and mentioned that she was a furry on the weekends, and
Yeah.
I was like, what does that mean? Like, I'm curious. I don't understand it, especially the sex aspect. And so I asked for clarification. And to be fair to her, she sent us a Facebook message that I will now read to you.
Okay.
And this is an inside look at the furry. What's the
Behind
what's the
closed
term?
paws.
There it is.
Nice.
Thanks.
I'm not even going to continue with trying to explain
'Cause
what
we've
the
done
section
it.
is,
We've
'cause
done
that's
it.
it right there. Most people equate being a furry to it being a kink or fetish, but in the fandom itself, it's not massively prominent. Far from important. Hang on, sorry, I'm trying to read it from behind my socket microphone, and I can't do
Socket.
it. Socket. Far more important is art, literature, and craft, and that's what drew me to it. I'd done cosplay for a number of years when I decided I wanted to be part of this community, and I was one of those people who had an "ooh, furries" kind of attitude before getting to know one in person. What's unique about being a furry is the creativity. My two characters, fursonas, are completely unique to me in that I've designed them myself, choosing colours, markings, and species, given them names and personalities. Some people go further and create whole backstories for their fursonas to give them more life. To me, fursuiting, there's a lot of terminology here that we're learning as we're going. Fursuiting is very much like cosplay, in that I get to dress as and become that character. Only this is my character that no one else has.
It's a bit like LARPing,
Yeah.
in a way.
Is there a pun there? Barking.
Yeah, it's a bit like barking.
It's a bit like
Like barking.
barking.
Yeah.
That works. To me, fursuiting is very much like cosplay in that I get to dress as and become that character, only this is my own character that no one else has. In many ways, I prefer fursuiting to cosplay, as I just need to put the fursuit on rather than concerning myself with complicated costumes, wigs, and makeup. The majority of the furry fandom doesn't have fursuits, and it's certainly not a necessity. Some people have ears and a tail, but some people choose not to have anything. Suits can range anywhere from £300 for just the head to £2,000 for the whole suit. Wow. There are fursuit makers who have gathered a lot of interest and popularity, and so they tend to charge a lot more for their work. The most expensive suit I'm aware of cost $17,500.
Goodness me. Something else that people have is butt plugs with tails on.
I was going to say, yeah. I was going to make a joke that I owned one, but I didn't want people to misconstrue that as a reality.
Yeah, that could be. You're going to get sent one now, though.
and that's okay.
That is okay.
Yeah, it's okay.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
okay.
okay.
Sorry, I just had to take a pause there and sort of run it through the miller.
Pause. Why the big pause?
Why the big
Miller
pause?
applause.
Yeah, the Miller. Shut up. I personally own two suits of my characters. Rui, a red panda with blue and purple colouring, which is a partial fursuit, meaning it's in separate pieces consisting of the head, arms, paws, tail, and feet, and Vaporwave, a hybrid of a number of animals based on the Vaporwave aesthetic, which I have as a full suit. I also have padding in this suit to make the legs look more like animal legs.
Oh, cute.
And now the interesting part. People who do use their suit for sex tend to have an
Michael was having a drink there.
Sorry,
The
I
bubble
didn't-
popped in his throat.
I didn't expect it to be sex.
silly feet. People who do use their suit for sex tend to have an identical one made just for that purpose.
Oh
called,
my
Oh
God.
my god, the
called
dirty suit.
Mersuits.
Mer?
Mersuits. M-U-R-R suits.
Okay.
Generally without the padding. And, as Michael mentioned on the Post Some Tap video, holes for access.
Wow.
So yeah, I'm an expert.
The reason he does have a butt plug. The reason this, and he does. The reason this doesn't appeal to me is for a number of reasons, but mostly because the suits cost a lot to buy, and most importantly, they're incredibly hot and often uncomfortable to wear. Most suitors wear a base layer to help wick sweat. Some fursuit heads have fans in them, and you can get cool-down vests which hold gel inserts,
that's
but it's
right.
still incredibly hot under all that fur fabric and foam. I personally don't want to get heat stroke.
I have to say,
Yes.
if someone said you absolutely have to go and have some furry sex now,
Yeah.
do we have a terminology for that? I have to put on a mersuit
Yes.
and have some fur sex.
Yeah.
I would at least want to not
Fucked
have...
up. Fucked
Fucked up.
You get
Nice.
fucked.
I would at the very least want to not have to wear a big, like, mascot giant head.
I feel like you would just sort of take off layers as you go because like, this is uncomfortable. Okay, and now we're just having sex.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
if I really had to, I would only want to wear something from the neck down. I mean, the idea of trying to have
Like
sex...
a butt plug.
Yeah, like
Like
the
a
butt
butt plug
the
with a
butt
tail.
plug and
Which
all
we
the fur.
all own.
Yeah, we all own one.
I would wear my butt plug and my furry suit, but I would not want a giant...
In fact, you're using the fur from your butt plug as a pop shield right now, Peter.
I am.
Yeah,
that is,
yeah. Big
that's-
time.
That's it. That's my sock.
You could have taken it out, but that's fine.
fine,
It's a
yeah.
long tail.
Well,
It reaches
yeah, keep it warm. Yeah.
for
for me.
Right. Okay.
The idea of trying to have sex with a giant head on is just sounds.
Having sex with a massive hard on.
Imagine-
The giant hard on sounds logistically difficult.
It does.
does
with
sound
a
like just-
fan going in your face.
Well, exactly. Like giving
It's not
head with the
sexy.
head on, like that's not going
Yeah.
to really work.
Well,
is
no.
Because all I'm picturing is it sort of looking a bit like a really strange sex doll, just with like a massive open gaping hole in the
Yeah.
face for access.
Do you think that anyone ever dresses as the Cookie Monster? Not the Cookie Monster, the Honey Monster.
Definitely.
Yeah.
He's
Probably.
a sexy boy.
Oh, gosh,
And he's got to the
Mario.
point now where
pretty
Sugar Puffs
athletic.
have been named after him.
Oh yeah,
It's
that's true.
called
Because
Honey
you can't
Monster
say
now.
the word puff.
No, that's the reason.
Why?
No, we covered this before. You said that last time. Do you not remember?
I don't remember.
Yeah, it's the sugar stuff. Thanks, European Union.
Boo.
Ugh. Why don't we get? I want to go back to the 90s where kids were fat.
Yeah, when we were allowed to sell rice poofs and sugar queers.
God.
I'm being facetious.
Frosted gays. Community is a big part of the furry family.
Sorry.
We're not having that in. We're cutting that out. I'm just going to clap. We're not having that in. We cannot use that word. We can't put the word is a slur.
We'll bleep it. It is a slur, but I'm saying it's ironic.
Frosted it's fine.
That's way better.
Jesus. He snorted at his own joke there. It was good though.
What are we going to do? Now I'm confused about which parts we cut out and which parts
You
we
have to
leave in.
bleep and
Yeah.
yeah.
Basically, we say a lot of really horrible things that we know aren't going to get in, but we say it because we know they're not going to get in. It's not because we genuinely believe
It's
in what
irony.
we're
Oh,
saying.
I genuinely feel fucking. I mean, I'm allowed to say it though, kind of. It's fine.
Yeah, it's all right. You've got a you're a badge. You're a card-carrying member.
Yeah.
It's okay. Anyway, what were we saying? Community is a big part of the furry, and we're back in the room. Community is a big part of the furry fandom, whether that be online or in person. And one of the highlights for me is going to the monthly fur meet.
It's a monthly one.
Held locally. These happen in most major cities. It gives us a chance to catch up with friends. Some people play games. Poker and Magic the Gathering are popular at my local meet. And some wear their fursuits.
Okay.
Depending on the weather, we do a fursuit walk around the town, which lets us show off our suit. Don't laugh. Which lets us show off our
Yeah,
suit
Peter, stop laughing.
and
Yeah,
entertain
what?
people.
It was Michael.
Entertain people. In particular, children love them. As to them, we're big fluffy animals running around. There are furry conventions like Comic-Con, but specifically for furries, that run every year, which give us all a chance to meet up, suit up, and have fun. There are a number of panels.
Where
and
is my woman? Where is my fursuit?
Where is my fursuit? There are a number of panels and events run during the convention, such as fursuit dancing and Furry Olympics.
Oh.
Wow.
And a big part of the whole thing is charity. This year, Confuzzled, largest furry con in the UK, raised over £26,000 for this year's chosen charity, the Vale Wildlife Hospital.
Oh, well, that's
I
great.
just want to jump in and say, imagine a furry disco, everyone in fursuits in a warm room, just sweating their tits
Oh
off.
my
You'd
God.
need a lot of talcum powder, wouldn't you?
Oh,
Make
yeah.
sure there's no fans in that room, though, otherwise everyone could asphyxiate.
And
South
talcum
Korea would
powder
really
in America
struggle.
is carcinogenic.
Fuck, yeah.
Oh, God,
apparently.
everyone would just
It's a
die
recipe for
immediately.
death.
I think it's a shame that the furry community isn't better known for things such as charity work, but thankfully our fandom is gaining a better reputation and media coverage tends to be far less biased than it was. Thank you very much for that lovely explanation, very thorough as well,
Yeah,
from
God.
Jenny.
Thank you, Jenny.
Yeah. So there we go. I think we all learned a lot there, not only
We did.
at the regular side of the furry community, but the sexy side as well. It's interesting.
And the
'cause I just
charity
don't-
side.
Yeah, and
They're
the
lovely
charity
people.
side.
There's nothing wrong with furries.
Because I just don't, it's not reported very much, and it is often trivialized and sort of mocked.
Oh, yeah, it is.
and,
Yeah.
and so it's difficult to get a.
It's like fucking carpet.
It is. It's literally. It's ignorance. That's the problem.
Yeah,
Fucking a carpet. I forgot about that.
Jesus.
It's
Yeah.
admittedly like I did spend a lot of time online with furries as a kid.
Oh.
I just happened to be the main website I went on was a furry-based website.
That's when you were sent your first butt plug.
Yep, and my God, I haven't removed it
You
since.
haven't left you since. That's why you're so gassy. You literally got a
seeps out the
cork in
side.
you.
It corks up, and then eventually the pressure builds up, and it just.
Michael Johnson, full of shit.
I've always been surrounded by furries, so it's never been that weird to me because I grew up around it.
I saw
So I think it's pretty funny, really.
a few furries walking around in Newcastle once. Maybe they were doing the monthly fur meet.
Yeah, in
Yeah,
Newcastle.
for a fur walk.
There's
I think
one in
the
every
general rule
major
is
city.
You just put fur at the start, and that's
Yeah.
fine. So we're going to move on to another fur question now.
Okay.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
Oh, there's more.
No, he just means you put fur at the start of every
right.
word.
Yeah, for it.
Good,
Yeah, you remember? Hello. If
for
you
sure.
could, this is from Mama Artinen _ Mama Artinen with 2 M's and 2 N's.
Right.
If you could invent something, e.g., religion, food, item, etc.,
What? Yeah.
what would it be and why? Very vague. But my fat ass mind immediately went to like a machine that just not like shittily 3D prints food like we've sort of got at the moment. Like one of those special Star Trek machines that
Yeah.
anything you want, you press it, it just phases in, and it tastes bang on, but it gives you all the nutrients of broccoli.
Wow.
And like
So
other
just eat
other
mountains of
vegetables.
it.
Yeah, you
That's
could just
good.
eat all the fried chicken you
That
want.
would be nice, to be
but,
fair.
And it's got no actual meat in it, so anyone can have anything they want. It's all
Yeah.
just made out of fucking protein and
Yeah.
mushrooms. and it tastes amazing, it's good for you, and you can just eat whatever you want whenever you want.
Fair. God, that'd be just type in anything, even invent something new. It can just
Yeah,
materialize.
I'd like a
anything in your head.
Sploggerlagen. Oh, it looks delicious. Looks awful actually, but it tastes amazing.
A Sploggerlagen.
Yeah.
I really just teleportation is the biggest thing for me. Just
Yeah.
being able to go anywhere would be like to invent a little device that I can just boop and put in some coordinates, put a pin on Google Maps and just go there. That'd be so nice.
Yeah.
Like the amount of times it's been like, oh, I want to do this thing. Oh, but it's far away. Oh, the money involved. I
Yeah,
assume
I've had that recently a
like,
few times.
just even little things, just like, oh, I wish I could teleport an item to me or teleport it to someone else just to save money on postage or just to get something somewhere else within an instant.
Yeah.
It's just, it'd be nice to be able to transport matter. We're all matter-based so far on like transporting and generating new materials.
I would invent a thing that kind of cheats the system, really, and can do all of your things and everything else. In that, I would invent the hypothetical kind of flotation tank, virtual life thing that is in bits of like kind of science fiction and stuff, where you just lie down in this big tank, like in The Simpsons.
Yeah.
And they plug like things into your brain, or they like put chemicals into the tank, and you then just live a wonderful life of your own creation inside your own head for the
I'd
rest
be
of
terrified.
time.
I think that's a bit scary.
It's a bit scary. I mean, I wouldn't want the entire, like the whole of Earth's population to go into one, because then we'd all
Just
just be
you.
left.
It'd be the Matrix.
Yeah, it would be
Except
the Matrix.
they plugged us into a really shitty simulation where everyone
Yeah.
still has a bad time.
Why not just make it a good one? But no,
why couldn't you make it a good one invading alien species?
Yeah, no, I would just have a thing where I go into a tank. Maybe I'm like a rich enough guy that I can just pay a team of people to just look after it
Wow.
for me the whole time.
So you're just shitting in the tank and this guy with a little net catching as it comes to the
yeah,
surface.
getting all the little poops out, and
Nice.
yeah, occasionally putting a fresh butt plug in. You know,
Just plug you
Just
back up.
plugging you back in.
Yeah.
So you
Um,
want to be a goldfish?
I kind of want to be a goldfish, but a goldfish that has a probe inside its brain so that it's experiencing life in just like the most awesome way possible.
And there we go.
Yeah.
Oh, I really need to fart. Shall I go out the room to do it?
Would you mind?
Yeah.
Take your microphone.
It's your turn to do a thing next. Have you got something?
I'll do a thing outside, then I'll bring my other thing indoors.
Okay, all right. We'll just
It's very
wait for you.
considerate of you to leave the room.
Just gonna have a cheeky cough there. Still got a cold at the time of recording. So That's
Yeah.
fun.
Poor guy.
How are you doing, Peter? You all right?
I'm doing all right.
Out, gives a minute.
Okay, that's fine. He's just doing a fart.
I'm
still.
listening.
I don't think we're gonna hear it.
I think it might be a shit.
I think it might be a
For
shit.
God's sake.
Okay.
That's fine. Now I can wait 10 minutes.
Michael Johnson,
Hello.
your thing. What have you got for us?
Make it quick. Don't shit.
If you were a serial killer, so you can decide roughly how many people do you kill.
Yeah,
Right.
if we were, yeah.
If you were a serial killer, like, so think, what would be your mode of operation as a serial killer? What would be your origin? What would be your main way of killing people, and what would be your end, do you think? Let's think, Jeffrey Dahmer, he was all about ownership of people, sex slaves. His end goal was to have the ultimate sex slave. The Jack the Ripper, he'd decapitate his victims. That'd be he always knew it was Jack the Ripper because he would
Disembowel.
literally disembowel them. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's the word I was looking for.
Yeah.
Take out the organs. What would you do? Well, if you were to just
God.
fuck up the earth, what would you do?
I can't lie to you, Michael Johnson. I have never given this any thought in my entire life until this moment.
Really?
No.
No, you can't even think of a funny little. It'd be funny to kill people like this.
no, not really.
God.
No, I think, I wouldn't be sad if that person died, but at no point have I thought I would like to kill this person, and this is how.
So you never planned. If I was gonna, How do you kill someone?
I've never planned. I mean, everyone's done a murder, but I've never planned.
Oh,
one.
right,
It
just
sort of
happens.
happens.
Yeah, you get caught in
Yeah.
the moment, don't you? That's what happens.
Yeah.
It's,
I would, if I'm going to be facetious and not take this
That's
too
fine.
seriously.
Yeah.
I'd maybe adopt a Dennis Reynolds situation from It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia, where he just gets progressively more and more insane.
yeah.
And maybe just take people onto boats because of the implication, and just sort of deal with them.
Yeah.
And what are they going to do? Say no because of the implication. They can't do
God,
anything.
so you're going pretty weird with it.
I just have a fun boat where people go onto the boat and then they don't come back.
Wow.
Yeah,
I think
because of the implication.
I've thought up a name for my serial killer persona.
Oh my
What the
goodness!
press would talk about
Yeah.
in the headlines. He strikes again.
The Newcastle Hassler.
Oh, the new
Newcastler.
The new Hassler, yeah.
Oh.
So I think
like the Hamburglar.
the Hamburglar,
The
Hassler.
Newcastle.
But like hassling doesn't sound like death, does it? It just sounds like, well, I'm just prodding people on a cage.
Yeah, you're just really frustrated.
So I
Just
guess-
asking them if they've got time to talk about Jehovah.
yeah.
Oh god, the hassler. Oh, maybe that's a good one actually. Yeah, so I go to people's houses, hassle them for a bit, and then invite me in. I kill them.
Yeah.
Oh, that would be a good way.
What's
to
the
fuck a
original
trust.
plan, though? What were you going to say?
I didn't really have one.
Oh, you just have the name.
I hoped, Newcastle Hassler. Maybe I'd just like kill people who are like really useful. It's like, oh, it's such a hassle. We lost
such a
Jeremy.
hassle.
God, we lost Jeremy.
All
the
of the
other night.
electricians in the area have died
What a hassle.
because the Newcastle Hassler got them.
Oh, it's all right. We can go do the electrician course at
So
the
you
college.
do-
Oh, fuck. They've killed the lecturers as well.
God, that does sound. So you would kill, but
Just to
and that would be awful.
inconvenient-
But it would be to inconvenience the general population.
The general population. So, like, unimportant people like artists and stuff. They'd
Yeah,
be,
really unimportant,
Just YouTubers. They'd all be fine. But just
okay.
important
That's
people.
great.
People who have worth.
Who provide
Right.
services
Well,
to the
like
community.
medical personnel.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah, they'd be the first to
It's a
go.
bit more than a hassle if
Yeah,
you're having a heart attack.
Yeah,
and
we
there's-
have to aim low here.
Yeah, there's
for
a
the
middle
hassler.
ground.
I think that's a big
People who
hassle.
Stamps.
sell,
You
like-
need stamps. Everyone who sells you attack and kill everyone who's delivering stamps to corner shops, and then there's no stamps. That's
Royal
such
Mail
a
shut
hassle.
stamp. God,
Yeah,
I've got-
or people who like maybe you kill most but not all of like the double glazing salesman or something. It's like, oh,
My friend used to be a double glazing salesman. How
Oh, I
dare
need
you?
Well,
double
what
glazing.
happened? Did you kill him?
I
How do
need
you know?
double glazing, but there's only like 3 of them alive in the country, and it's such a hassle to try and get hold of one of them. You know?
What about you go after the people who maintain and fix lifts, so that in a building of several hundreds of people who work in a building, especially if you work on, I don't know, the top floor, maybe one of the lifts never worked, and that's such a hassle.
It all sounds a bit familiar, doesn't
That
it?
does sound
Yeah, it does sound
a little bit
familiar.
like
Have you already struck?
in the old towers.
Shit, it is real. I see. I've phrased this all as like a little joke, a little funny game. I'm actually a murderer.
You are a real murderer.
Mine is, in a way, now that you've expanded on the hassler, my idea that I had was similar in that I would commit like a long string of like serial killings, but in a completely different way every time, just to really confuse the police. So rather than have an MO like, oh, he always takes like the left nipple of the man that he kills.
There's
or
always
whatever.
little footprints next to
Yeah,
him.
exactly. I would like, sometimes I'd be wearing stilettos. Sometimes I'd be wearing like one walking boot and I'd be hopping everywhere. Sometimes I would like dress up the body as Mr. Blobby.
Nice. The
When I
Mr.
say
Blobby.
sometimes, I mean once each time. I would never do anything twice. Sometimes I would like take the person's trousers, but like replace it with like loads of salami.
That's really psychopathic.
God,
that one, the
yeah.
salami man.
After
salami
20
move.
years, imagine how creative you're getting with the deaths and the costumes.
I suppose the problem is if they found a body that like someone had drawn clown makeup
Yeah,
on
it's
it
that
and put
guy
its
again.
legs
It's
over
that
its
guy
head.
again.
It's like, oh, it's just
Captain
the
Wacky.
weirdo serial killer who does a different thing every. I guess I'd have to do something really basic, like make one look like a mugging gone wrong, make one look like an insurance
Sprinkle
deal.
in the wacky ones. Make them like a rare treat around Christmas
Yeah,
time
the
or
odd
something.
wacky one, but mostly just like, oh, this guy was involved in gangland drive-by shootings. And yeah, just see how long it took before the police actually realised they were all tied together.
Have you heard about the Crawding cat killer before?
No.
It's this thing's been going on for years. There's been lots of like cats killed in and around like London and stuff.
Right.
Okay.
Like, but obviously not by foxes and not like but humans done it basically like disemboweled the cats, stuff like cut them very cleanly. Like
Wow.
so there's been quite a lot of killings of
Oh.
cats. And I think the other week the police released a statement saying, "Oh yeah, it's just a fox that's doing it."
Right.
But when it's clearly, if you look at the evidence, like the way the cats have
Are you
been
looking
killed.
at the evidence?
I look at all the evidence, Ben.
Almost like you had first-hand access to it.
Shit.
It's like you've got
I
the
thought they were
clippings all
furries.
stuck up on the wall in
Yeah,
your
I'm trying
basement.
to build my fursuit out of real cats.
Yeah.
If
The police released a statement saying it was a cat, which is obviously not true. There's
fox.
sorry, yeah,
Yeah.
cat killing other cats.
No.
Fuck. But yeah, I think there's a man out there just killing cats.
I was
fucked
once on a walk in the middle of the fucking moors somewhere in Yorkshire, of course.
Yeah, where
And
else?
I was with my family, and we walked through this farmyard that we'd never been to, and the place looked like completely abandoned. All the
did you
paint
bump
was...
into Ian
Ian who?
Brady?
Oh, God, no. No, absolutely not. We were walking through a farm that looked like completely deserted. All the paint was peeling off. There was nothing, like no fresh hay or like tractors or anything. But there was a house on the yard.
Okay.
And someone had very recently stuck a piece of A4 paper to a post by the house. And it said, like the person's name who lived there, I can't remember what it was, but it was like, Michael, please stop poisoning cats.
Oh my
Whoa.
god!
I'm leaving this here so no one finds it, but like you have to stop. And there was a bag of like loads of empty cat food tins.
Oh
and
my
we were like,
god!
Jesus, what the fuck have we found here?
Did you call the police?
No, we didn't. But like,
Shit. That's a bit horrible.
really,
isn't
so
it?
like,
That
not
is
only was there a
scary.
guy there who was poisoning cats, but someone else knew about it. Like, had bagged up all the evidence and left a note saying, "Look, you have to stop killing all these cats."
Because that
Wow.
shit is just the starting point.
Oh
for
yeah,
that stuff.
is
a
It
lot of
escalates
serial
from
killers
there.
start with animals.
God, I was gonna offer something that's maybe slightly, like, not as horrifying
Yeah.
to sort of bring us back down to a normal level.
Right.
What if beloved once Batman Val Kilmer went on like a spree? Would he be called a serial killer?
Yeah, he would.
If he kills mothers, he'd be Kilmer.
Kilmer, yeah.
Yeah.
Kilmar, serial
Serial
Kilmar. Yeah,
Okay, we all right with that?
we are.
Yeah.
That was good.
Michael, thank you
back
for
to
that
reality.
wonderful thing.
As always.
We have
my
one
pleasure.
final question.
Mom spaghetti.
Mom spaghetti.
spaghetti.
Pizza time. We have one final question. Let's see if we can get through it fast because it's kind of a bigger one. I had no idea that fucking Steps or S Club 7 would
Yeah, that derailed the entire
escalate
podcast.
the way it did.
Yeah.
This is from Ben Dane Smith
That's like 3 names in one.
at Ben Dane Smith. What are your first 5 steps in the zombie apocalypse? Land or sea? Group or lone wolf? Run or hide?
I was thinking about this the other day, actually. So I was watching Shaun the Dead, and kind of, as I've seen it so many times, kind of film, and just put in the background, and like, not really watch and think about. I was thinking, what would I do? I remember back home, I always planned to go into my attic. Because I
Okay.
figured, like, I was like, you can't act like a zombie's not going to be able to do that.
Yeah.
It's sometimes tricky for even humans to get in there.
Yeah.
Bring up an extension cable, some blankets. And I guess I just plan to wait it out in there, like take up some supplies, like some enough food to last like a couple of weeks, and see where it goes. But I think in my new apartment building in Bristol, I'd be quite safe just to live in my apartment block, unless someone leaves a door open downstairs.
Yeah,
Shit.
pretty much. Like
I was thinking
sturdy
apartment
doors.
block. Going around an apartment block during some kind of world-ending event would be quite scary. As in trying to
Yeah.
navigate
yeah.
your way through the main building because God knows what's going on.
Because there could be lots of other people in there. Like some
Yeah.
of them might be infected.
It's a concentration of people, so but it is
Yeah.
very safe at the same time. It's a weird double whammy of you could be safe, could be a zombie next door.
Yeah, I think safety in numbers to an extent. You,
See,
you
all
need to
my
stick
I've always
together.
pictured it being alone myself.
Really?
Yeah.
See, I'd
That's
quite
really
like
scary.
to, if I can, my first port of call, and I know it wouldn't really work, is to try and communicate or get to loved ones.
Yeah, of course.
Because we're so very far away from all of our loved ones
Yeah.
where we currently are.
I didn't even consider that. Sorry, Claudia.
Oh, no.
You're dead.
So yeah, that would be my main goal. But you know, I've got a shitty little car.
Yeah.
I never have a full tank of petrol.
It struggles to go up hills sometimes.
And this fucking Bristol traffic, it wouldn't get anywhere.
Yeah.
God,
I would
imagine the
not be able
entire
to leave the
city trying to
city.
leave. Yeah.
You wouldn't be able to get out of Bristol. I mean, there are a lot of people who already act like they're zombies in Bristol.
Yeah.
Drug enthusiasts.
Yeah.
They're not addicts.
Big fans of
They're
drugs.
just big
Just
fans.
Big fans.
Yeah. What about you, Peter? What would you do?
Well, again, like there is the logistical issue of getting somewhere, but you know, assuming, well, maybe if it broke out while I was back up north,
Just
rather
go to the moors again.
rather than down here filming. Yeah, that's literally what I would do. I mean, that's what I was going to suggest. And if it happened when I'm not down here filming, then I would just go like to the middle of nowhere. And I know, like, I mean, even my grandparents' house is like fairly out of the way.
Yeah.
So if I had enough food, I know they've got water that runs like off the hill into their house, so it's not even like part of the plumbing system, but it's drinkable.
Oh, that's dangerous though, because if something dies in that,
True.
like an animal.
True.
Yeah.
But yeah, well, if you boil it, you should be fine.
True.
So there's water there. There should be like a fair bit of food. They used to have chickens. They don't have them anymore.
Aw.
But that could have been good too.
Because when I think about zombie apocalypses, I'm kind of assuming at least for a couple of weeks there'll be power. Because I don't know, like in that event, would power stay on? Is that an autonomous thing that needs human intervention?
I don't know if power would. I have seen on a documentary that the internet stays up for a lot longer than you would expect when there's a problem, unless like all the power goes out in the entire world. But if there's like bits of power around, the internet in general is built in a way that like
it's gonna keep going.
A lot of it carries on going.
WhatsApp would be all right.
Yeah. Get those secure end-to-end encrypted messages from back and forth.
Yeah. So that the zombies don't know where you are.
Exactly.
You need to encrypt the messages.
Exactly. Got to hide it.
God, I really could talk for hours about this.
Well, maybe we'll revisit it.
I do want to
there's
do
going to be a Podiots around October, so
Yeah, we could.
I would like to do like a proper survival plan,
Halloween, not just the month of October.
I would ask one question though.
Yeah.
Do any of you have access to a firearm? I mean, you've got your AK. Don't some people modify those into usable weapons?
We should clarify. You have
a replica AK-47, which may or may not be able to be modified into a working rifle.
Right.
Sometimes people can do it. I wouldn't trust it though.
No.
But back home, my neighbour like across the road used to own like 3 shotguns.
Oh, really?
So like that was always my plan back there.
Right.
But now in Bristol, it's probably just guns somewhere.
Yeah.
Somewhere.
I don't have access to a firearm because
I don't think I do.
because that would be mental.
I don't mean you personally.
Yeah.
I mean, do you know like a close family or friend who
Yes,
has
I
like
do.
a license to a firearm?
I do, but they're not near here.
No.
But I do have a toolbox.
Oh shit! Yeah, you got a little hammer.
So I should be all right. I should be all right to sort of swing my way around.
Yeah.
Michael's got he's got his riot gear practically.
Oh yeah,
God,
that's
you're
right.
sorted.
Yeah. God, yeah, I could do anything. I just walk outside and nobody will touch me.
Little tool belt with all his tapes on.
Yeah.
Do great. Well, there we go.
I'm getting lost in the thought of zombies now.
We'll maybe revisit that another time. Thank you very much, everybody,
have a think about
for
it.
all of your amazing questions. Once again, we are sponsored by Turtle Beach, bit.ly/.
Vidiots Beach.
Vidiots Beach.
Store.yogscast.com you may have seen on Twitter already, but merch is so close
Oh
now.
my
There
God,
are
new merch.
photos of it.
Yes.
There are actual photos. We've got a jumper coming out with the VS1 logo. That's right. The shirt's not coming back, but the VS1 logo is coming back. It's a hoodie.
It's a
It's
hoodie.
a pullover hoodie.
It's a hoodie.
It's going to be.
Because the Yogscast hoodies aren't actually very comfy.
Yeah,
They
we're
do
wearing
good.
them right now. We're wearing a Yogscast hoodie right
Yeah.
now. Peter and I. They're very comfy.
Oh, I'm
Nice.
not. I
Listen
got mine
to
at
the
home.
zip.
Now that's a zip.
That's nice.
Yeah.
And also a couple of shirts as well. Don't worry, we have a Rules Boss design in the works. That came out top on our poll of what people wanted to see. That is happening, but we're getting it drawn.
That's
Yeah.
getting the
So
most attention.
It's getting some art done.
Gotta get
for
it right.
That will be coming. We're hopefully also going to be having a couple of other things as well, using some wonderful art from our very, very talented viewers and listeners, etc. So keep an eye on that as well. But it takes a little bit of time. But that merch, that first wave of merch should be with you soon. Follow all our social medias for more information on that. YouTube, Twitter, Facebook.com/
Vidiots Official.
Find us there. I should also mention store.yogscast.com to look at what we've already got available. There is stuff there. currently.
Check it out.
Patreon. Thank you so much to our patrons. We've had a couple of new ones recently, and they've sent some messages saying like, big fan, really want to help out and chip in. Our Patreon does not affect any of our content. Nothing is gated behind it. It's just a tip jar if you want to throw us a little bit of extra money. If
It
you
just
like what we
helps us
do.
pay our
It's
ever-mounting
super
bills.
helpful.
Exactly. You can just do it that way. So again, that's patreon.com/Vidiots official. At This Is Rules Boss. For any advice on rules, he's there standing by, waiting, ready to answer.
Yeah.
Really rapidly and thoroughly.
Yeah.
At Billy Ray Bottress for daily automated tweets from the little woolen boy himself. He's not really woolen, is he?
No, he's furry.
He's furry.
Actually, yeah.
bit.ly/Vidiots Discord if you want to join the Discord and chat with some lovely and very strange friends in
It's
there.
weird.
They're very lovely, though. They're nice.
They are very
support us.
lovely.
tellyourfriendsvidiots@gmail.com. Email us your Tell Your Friends ident or intro if you want it to go before a video. We've had a couple of people again send them over Facebook. We can't download them from Facebook. We can download them from Twitter, but it's not very high quality. So if you could email them to us, that would be preferable.
Email is the best place. It may take me a week to get you, but I will get you. Don't worry.
Yeah.
finally, leave us an iTunes review or a review/rating on your platform of choice. Not that it's a competition, but we have a higher rating and far more reviews than the Cultaholic podcast.
Yes.
And
Oh.
I think that's really cool.
Yeah,
Nice.
So
fuck
thank
those
you
guys.
very much, guys, for that. I mean, there's absolutely no beef whatsoever, but you always compare yourself to other people, and it's like
Exactly. Friends.
they're way bigger than us. And I just thought that was really cool that you guys had come through for us like that. So
Thanks, guys.
I know I said finally, but do you want to know what's coming up on the channel this
Oh,
week?
fuck yeah.
I'd love to know.
What is happening on the channel this week, Ben? Well, I'll tell you as I open the email.
Thanks,
Here-
Ben.
Here I
Fuck, I
go.
really need a shit.
Over to you, Ben. Get
Good
out!
God.
We're finishing this without you. Go. Get out.
What on earth?
Go. Don't laugh. It makes it worse. Get out. Go.
Leave.
Fuck! Oh, God.
Go.
Why do I get to escape the smell?
Well, we've got to. The show must go on. But if you're going to be like that, just go and have a poo.
I cannot believe he did that.
Go. Okay, he's actually gone. He's just looking through the window now. So
We're conducting the end of the podcast through muffled.
tomorrow is Post Some Tap. Then we've got Piece of Cake, which is a special Keep Talking and Nobody Explodes episode.
Well, keep talking and Michael explodes.
Oh, why are you back?
That was the best fart I've ever done.
Do you feel better
like
now?
A fucking rocket ship.
Yeah.
Are you gonna?
It did.
Are you gonna carry on, or are you done?
I think I shit a bit there.
We've got Keep Talking and Nobody Explodes, Piece of Cake,
Yeah.
which is
Yeah.
going to be frustrating.
Keep talking and I'll try not to explode.
That's what I just
Worst
said.
games ever, featuring America's 10 Most Wanted.
Oh, that's a good one.
Saturday, it's up in the air currently. Who knows what it could be?
There'll be something, though.
At the time of recording, it could be a couple of things. And finally, it's Sunday Fun Day.
Oh.
And the return of, I believe, again, at the time of recording, Art Attack, subject to change.
Yeah.
Da, 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 da.
Ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-da. Right, anybody got a question to send this off?
Oh, secret question. Let us know in the comments below.
Was that the best fart you've ever heard?
Well, it might not have picked up. I think Ben was talking.
It's fine. We can isolate my microphone. I hope so.
Tell us your fart stories
I'll
down
pump
below.
up the jam. I'll pump up the jam.
Okay, you'll pump up the jam. Yeah, put hashtag secret fart in the comments to prove that you made it to the end, and then tell us a brief fart story.
Thank you.
All right, we good?
Yeah.
Thank you very much for listening, everybody. We love you. We'll see you next time on Podiots, but make sure you check the...
I feel disgusted with myself.
You should.
Good.
Make sure you check the YouTube channel for practically daily videos and lots of streams and things like that.
Yeah, more
Keep
streams.
forgetting twitch.tv/Vidiots official. That's something I should add to our ever-expanding list of things to
Yeah.
upload.
But
But
you know
actually, that
about-
can slot right in with the YouTube channel on Facebook and Twitch and stuff. Anyway, we'll see you next time. Take care. Bye.
Here comes that music.
Bye. Happy birthday tomorrow, Michael. Bye.
Thank you. Shame I had to ruin it by farting.